Hey. Oh, her head is stuck. Hey, how are people today? It's Saturday, so it's always a good day. Better than Monday, right? Oh, so I was just thinking about this not long ago, like in the last half hour, that literally I'm under a month until my first con of the year. Ugh. And then, of course, that means I'm under 2 months till I have to have this done. And all under 3 months to have all my Adepticon stuff done. I'm not panicking at all. No, not at all. What the hell was I looking for here? I know I was looking for because I gotta turn the thing off of my camera. It actually put it. Shut off the autofocus. You better. I mean, she's people really like this. I've made some big adjustments. You notice this all in here now is silver or aluminum or whatever. Steel. That's what it is. It's steel. Wow, I can't believe words are hard. There. Words are hard. So I'm actually really happy how that side came out. And anyway, I got to tweak that side a little more. It's hard because it's so undercover that you can't really. There's not really a lot of light getting on it. Although her arm is away, so I may have to just make this highlight a little smaller. So that leads me to what the hell am I doing today? Hell, oh my god, it's Ball GM! After his hiatus, sabbatical, or whatever, how are you? I'm so happy to see you. Let's see. So, I got myself. Sadly, I've had a tragedy with one of my Poke Tools. I lost it at a con. And it was the old basic one, so I had to buy a new basic Poke Tool. I assume you're streaming. Like, hello, there's your Poke Tool. Just in honor of the Ball GM being back, because he loves Poke Tools. I have my collection on my wall. I'm thinking about actually putting this on my wall with the rest of it, because it is a different one. The one I'm actually using right now is I have two of the Sleeping Dragon version. Thank you so much. See, I knew. What? Yeah, exactly. Friggin' tragic. But I bought a new one. So I might just stick it on my wall. I might just stick it on my wall. I blue tacked them up there. And because I have a whole collection of them now. Including the one I made at ReaperCon. So so suddenly my plans are kind of up in the air. It has been talked about, but I'm not sure how to feel about all this. But the Nova painting, the painting portion of the Nova Open has imploded. And pretty much the entire painting staff quit, as well as the person that brought me in, because they installed a new board and then 5 days later they all walked out. So I was like, okay, the board did something. Um, the one public thing that I do know is part of it has to do with the fact that they took the fan favorite or the attendee favorite or whatever you want to call it. They took that off their website because they deemed it was too political. I mean, some people would say that it's a political piece. I mean, I would say it's a political piece, but it was basically anti, fascism, anti Nazis, and pro LBGTQ. It was a bunch of bears with symbols on them. And they took this down, which caused a backlash. But there was more than that. I don't know. There are NDAs involved. But there was also apparently, there's things to remember about the fact that they're not treating whatever changes they're making, they're not treating volunteers as well, which would put me in there. And I'm like, that's a big friggin' red flag. So I don't know. I'll find out, but I think I'm not going to do, I probably just won't do it this year. At the very least. I don't know if I ever will again. I mean, if they put me in charge, then maybe I can fix things, but it's the board. It's not even the owner. My heart goes, I love the owner, but apparently he didn't do enough. So, my plans are now open for what I do. Yay! Well, you're also awake now and you're hanging out my stream, so I don't think you go back to sleep. So, basically, let's get to the happy part of this. The happy part of this is, if there's a happy part, is the fact that now it either A, means I can go to ReaperCon from now on. I can try to come up with 4 classes to teach there and then get everything pretty much paid for. Or my best friend has mentioned to seeing if his Gen Con ticket they bought in 2020, you can still roll over to this year and we may go to Gen Con, which I would love to go to Gen Con. No, it doesn't sound good. And I'm going to out him. Nerdy Tokyo is friends with the guy who used to run who was in charge of the teachers. And it was after my stream on Wednesday. I think it was after my stream. Yeah, it was after my stream on Wednesday where basically he says, I hope you're sitting down for this. Something happened. And I'm like, oh. And then Brush for Hire was talking about that at the thing I talked about on his stream. So I feel that is safe to talk about. But I don't know a lot of what else is going on. There's more reasons than just that one, is definitely the indication that something really got screwed up. So, but I said, it opens up opportunities to go do a couple other things that I want to do. I was not sleeping, just forgot to set my alarms until I forgot to stream. That was last week. Last week I was not on, so it's hard to believe. A week ago I was in Florida. A week ago I was in Florida hanging out with one of my good friends. And then I was hanging out at Neon Gaming. And then he went to go. He'd do some things before the LARP at night, and I had a couple hours. And then I went to the pool, and I got to hang out, and they have a hot tub there, and it was so nice, and did the little swimming and did a little hot tubbing, then basically lay down in the sun. It was just the effing best. Alright, so I'm going to put her aside. I think I'm going to wait. I still haven't figured out. I would love to do some sort of a... Actually, I think I'm going to have to fix that. I want to do some sort of freehand or something on this cloak. If nothing, at the very least, I want to put a little border here. And maybe a few little symbols on it. I'm not sure what. Cloud giants, I mean, once you get clouds and sky and such like that. I'm so excited you're back, Baldy. I really am excited you're back. Okay, so this is her weapon. And what it looks like to me is this came from like a column. Like this looks like it was a torch. And then this looks like it was a statue on a column. I am thinking about doing it bronze. Do I do the whole thing? So, I'm looking for an opinion. Maybe Baldy, you can help. I don't know. Is marble a strong enough material to use as a weapon? Does anybody know? I'm happy to be back. That means in December is done. Everything's changing to normal. You know, it's the only thing that sucks is you don't get because you're so everything's so crazy. I never get to see you in December. I wonder, is marble hard enough for a weapon? Because, I mean, I'm gonna do the pillar some sort of marble. This column as marble. And maybe put some more blocks here. And then the wood, the stone, is gonna be sort of what harkens up in harkens up in here. I'm putting it in boobs again. um so like all things, so I want to do like a warm brown or warm gray. Warm gray is brown. I don't, I know what it is. I see it all the time in my job. Let's face it, it definitely goes towards brown. So, but I basically turned my sun so that I did more here because I have the sun reflected right there on this line. So that's where I want it to be. So I actually moved where my sun effect was, and I shifted it over on this side too. And now I'm pretty happy with it. And you get this side. People, I said, I'm just so happy that people seem to like this. So, all right. So I said the big question is, marble or bronze or both? Both would be pretty. Then again, it's all gonna have, a lot of it's gonna probably have the sun on it, but it'd be nice to have the effect on the backside. This one's gonna start getting tricky. So I even moved this effect over this way too. As for whether or not I need to move, I think I'm okay. I could move the base colors over a little bit. It wouldn't be that hard, and maybe I will. I'm trying to make this as close to perfect as I can. It's not, there's no such thing as perfect. Yeah, there definitely will be a sun effect on this. But I think on the back side and this up here, we'll probably not really get it. Because our arm would be in the way.
Moist.
This right here will all have it. Well, that's a Night Whisper! Oh, and that's Smart Goblin! Smart Goblin, I heard your news. I'm just gonna leave it at, that sucks. I'm gonna vague it, but I just want you to know. Although, I'm not to say anything, not to say, but I actually have seen your old co-worker Danny, because he's still there. He's still a freaking Konica Minolta, and he actually was installing a new one for us. It's like we now have a behemoth of a machine. Oh my lord. This thing is the biggest thing. It's probably 2 of me. I think it's about 10 feet long. But I'm happy you're here. No, they did? Yeah, but alright, here's the question. Do you want to take it? Because I know they put you through a fucking ringer when you were there. I'm not surprised though. I mean, and I'll tell you the truth, Danny probably be happy to take it because from what I heard, like when people leave, they don't replace them. So, but the fact they offered you one is kind of nice. I don't know if you want to go back to it though. But I like seeing Dan. You know, it's funny. He's from Amesbury actually, so he doesn't live that far from me. Actually, come to think of it, the guy who I now have running my machines also came from Amesbury. He now lives in Lawrence. He was a friend of mine. And you know what? I just got my bounty for bringing him in. I'm curious of what you want to do. I said I know Konica really threw you through a ringer, and you'd be within your rights to say fuck off. But by the way, I do also have a painting question for you. because I know we talked about it on here, because I forgot to order a color paint. Did you? Because you know it was the carbon gray. If you didn't, that is okay. If you didn't put the order in, that is very okay. I just need to kind of know, because I need to figure out what I want to do. Because I'm not going to order anything from Reaper right now. I need like $50 before I want to order anything. I guess I could try to order it through a store. But I don't want to do anything if you actually order it. Okay, that's fine. That's all I want to know is whether or not you order. If you don't throw it in there, then. And I, obviously. So. But yeah, that was like. Alright, so guys, I have a question. I've had a question for you all. So, is marble hard enough and not brittle enough? Is it hard enough to be a weapon? Like a statue, like something delicate like this? Because I'm either going marble, bronze, or both. And you know, it said half of this is going to end up being covered by more of the sun colors. I'm wondering if what people think about this. If not, I'm gonna go look it up. But I could use. I don't mind having your advice. I know I know what I think would look good, but I don't. I want to make it somewhat within the realm of possibility. It could be magic marble. It could be. Put a glowy effect on the head. That's always an idea. Oh, it's a Pete the Hydrator! Oh my gosh! He's come to bless my stream. That's a cool idea, but how do you solidify clouds? I still think it's just gonna look like marble. I don't know. How would you I don't know. How would you do that? I'm gonna go look. That's an interesting. Look at my rivals giving me ideas. I mean, I guess I could look up clouds and sort of paint them solidly. That's an interesting idea. But yeah, it didn't give me anything like that. It gave me real clouds. But some of them are very solid looking. That's an interesting thought. Wait, did I steal? I don't want to steal your idea. Marble break as a weapon. Someone then says marble break a weapon. You can say it's not marble. It's solidified cloud. It's cloud giant magic. I like the thought of that maybe for part, like the head of this. But even then, it's not, you're not going to get the effect because... But I think you're hitting on what I'm thinking, is that marble is just too brittle to be a good weapon. I can make a bronze. I can make her bronze. I like the thought of magic marble. I mean... Alright, here, I'll tell you what. I always like to show a bit of what I'm doing here, so... So, first thing, this was like the clouds I found. You know... I mean, there's some of their straight lines, and then... There are all sorts of effects. I love this. This with all this beautiful curves and whatnot. It's a cool idea. I just don't know if it'll really work on something with that much detail and that you don't have the big... Like, all the curves, like, you know, like even this, and, you know, all the curves are pretty gradual. So I don't know if I could replicate that on something with so much harsh line work. What did you say marble was durable? Yeah, I don't know if it's good for weapon though. I could make the head marble. I do like that. Well, I double dare dog you to do it, so. They solidify the cloud. Yeah, but it's also trying to make it look like a cloud. You gotta make it look like a cloud. And it's still gonna look like marble. And now I don't remember what the hell I was gonna look up. I was gonna look something else up. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's absolutely true. Let's see. Love the idea of this, but my whole take on what this looks like. Let me go back. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. I was gonna look up her. Look at that. She's right here. Sometimes it's good fun for inspiration to look up and see what people have done for this weapon. And I think people have done it. This is a good way. Wait, I want to do something. I don't know if I want to put this on there, but I do want to put something on the back. And I do want to put a little something on the... So, she did it. Maybe this is what you're kind of talking about. It sort of looks like it could be made out of carved cloud. But I think I want to have my sections be different. And then maybe I could make it could be magical. These are mostly all her pictures. Someone did this and looks kind of cloudy. But I think this actually kind of looks cloudy. It's not like a person. That's the old Yefima. And this is more like what I'm thinking. Boy, that's kind of cloudy. That's kind of not... But this is actually a bronze. A newer bronze. This is an interesting... So this is sort of what I was thinking. Except for I think I would continue and make this more bronze. And then make this the statue itself. Or I could do the statue in the top because I feel like all this is from... I feel like this came from like an actual temple somewhere. But that's why it wouldn't necessarily be carved clouds. Hmm. But it seems like a lot of people have sort of taken up on this idea of making kind of look. It's giving me some good inspiration. I think I want to kind of do both. Alright, so I'm gonna go back. I'm probably gonna go with a Greek meander on the cloth. So dripped by the Greek. Yeah, I'm gonna look at Greek things. If you want inspiration, I mean, there's a Greek pattern right there that you could actually put on there. Atsu, I should look up Greek patterns. Alright. Now that I've screwed around enough. Ah. I could do this bronze. Do this. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I will try to do what they are doing over there. Maybe and what maybe suggested do like a yeah, make it try to look like it's a carved cloud. I mean, maybe it could come from a cloud giant, but see, I feel like it's a very small little statue. For a cloud giant. It's such a fascinating piece. I mean, I guess foreseeably it could just been carved for the weapon and stuck in there. And then maybe put a little magic glowy effect on the top. Which is gonna have to counter ooh. This other birdcage, what about the border pattern of the boys playing leapfrog? Wait, I'm gonna have to look this up now. What? Oh. It's not like that. I like totally forgot that. Oh, I probably can't show it on here, can I? It was a good movie. Oh my god. Yeah, I saw it a long time ago. And now I do think I kind of remember the bit. No, I can't show that on stream. I'm pretty sure I know what kind of leapfrog they're playing. But there's a pattern on there. As I said, I'm going to have to look. I'm going to look at Greek. It is Greek inspired, so I'm going to look at Greek symbology and things like that. Alright. I actually should do something. Alright, so bronze. Bronze is a very... I don't know, let's see. It's kind of brownish orange, dark. Yes, I'm gonna go with the old bronze, not the new bronze. I'm gonna paint it as a non-metal metallic. I've done this before. It actually is pretty good. It's pretty fun to do. However, I don't remember exactly what I used. So I'm gonna look at my paints. You definitely want to have like reds in there. Black and brown might actually be nice to start with. I'm gonna start with this. And I got yellow all over it when one of my paints exploded coming off for Reapercon. But bronze is fairly, it's brown and kind of orangey, so. Alright, so how is everybody today now that I've actually, figured out what the frick I'm gonna do, or a direction? What are people working on anything? I mean, like, Smart Goblin, are you working on anything? Because you're always working on something. Actually, I have to say, so, Neon Gaming, he actually will share with me what he's working on because his job is such that he can actually paint while he's on the job. Um, which I'm very envious of. The ability. I mean, at least I have the ability to paint on my breaks. And I have actually been starting to get back into doing it. Because I do have stuff I need to get done. But, one of the things he actually has been working on recently is one of my favorites. It's, Noise Marines. Alright, so this part's going to be bronze. So yeah, we're I think under 2 months, or we're under 2 months to go until this. So you guys better be working on your stuff. Just to give you a little. Black and brown color is so good. Alright, so that's going to be part of her. She is holding this. I'm thinking of making, in here kind of look cloudy for sure, and then put a glowy effect. Here's the thing is, like, I gotta figure out how a glowy effect is gonna count. Why am I doing something this fucking difficult? You're working on the lighthouse? The lighthouse! Oh, I'm so excited! And Kajara the World Breaker. I have that somewhere. I've had it for years and never brought it out of the box. The Tarrasque. I was working on St. Nicholas the Mighty. Oh, cool. Love St. Nicholas the Mighty, actually. Realistic or not, I may go with a cool stone color for the statue part, or I have too much bronze, brass, gold. So yeah, I mean, that was one other thought too, was the fact I have so much orange in this already. But it will look different. Maybe what I'll do is I'm going to make the head above her hand. Like, this part is part of her, but this part up here can all be bronze. And then after this, I will definitely do marble. It will probably be white marble. I do really love the idea of carved cloud, and it seemed like people will sort of try to go that way. I don't know if I'm going to do a glowy effect, though. It's just because it's going to be in the sun. It's going to kind of counteract it. I feel like the sun... I'm doing the sun is just too strong. Actually, if I do the cloud effect, I probably should paint the inside before I paint the things. There are little things holding it. Can't believe I'm finally moving on to this. Do UV dry brush. Yeah, but I almost need, if I do that though, I think that's a cool idea, but I almost would need a light to make it work. Hey, what's up? What's up? Oh my god, shows my age. How are you? Welcome to the tavern. It's a new person. How am I doing? I'm doing good, actually. Things are crazy in my life, but I'm doing good. Well, welcome to my stream, though. Do I know you? No. Do I know you? I don't know anybody's tags. Find the Pokey tools on the Reaper website. Type in Pokey. Wait a minute. There is a way. Hold on. There is a way to do this. Oh, shit. I killed my stream. That's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Alright, I got you back. Alright, hold on. Reaper Minis. You might have to type the whole thing. Pokey. No, if you type in Pokey, I get them. And they're all there. Or at least 8 of them are there. Last year's ReaperCon, which was the demony looking one. Owlbear, Cat Dragon, which I need to pick up. That one I still need to pick up. The Classic, which is what I just ordered because I lost mine. The Dragon Head, which I own. The Halloween, which I own. The Sleeping Dragon, I have 2. And the Pirate Skull. So the only one I'm missing is the Cat Dragon. So I guess on my next order. Oh, no! Yeah, because it's Pokey. Can you order from the American? Can you order from Texas? Or is that going to be too much money? I could try to get... I could get you one. Or whatever you wanted. And I could ship them over to you. They're not that heavy, so... I could probably even throw it in... I would not be horribly expensive to ship. Oh, that sucks. So, Mari, how are you? Do you paint? How'd you find me? Welcome to the tavern. Because this is a imaginary tavern. I am a pirate fan, so it's a pirate tavern, of course. MLG. Oh my god, you know what? Also, I wonder if MLG would just order them and get them to you. I can order for US, but it's a bit too expensive. I'll contact them. That's a good idea. Otherwise, talk to me. We'll work out something. It said I could probably order what you're missing. You would have to pay me for it, but I would order what you're missing and then ship it. If it's only in a little tiny small, like one of those padded mailers, which would be fine, the shipping is really not that expensive. It's like $20. It's when you go to a box, it becomes $60, and that's just too much. All right, so as I said, I'm gonna take. I really like the thought of actually keeping my shadows consistent. Wait, what? Are you serious? Wait, why? Is it Brexit bullshit? Probably. Did they make it that prohibitive that it's just not feasible to order anymore? Alright, so I'm gonna use this little sky shadow stuff, which is really thin. But it should work itself. Now granted, it's bones, so bones can be a little dicey using paint that's got too much water in it. But I'm just gonna basically hit her with a coat of this. I am gonna go more gray, I think, than blue. But I've seen blue and cloudy, blue in like cloud effects and things in the shadows. So don't forget, today is Show and Tell Saturday. The first of the year. So get your projects in. If you're from Discord, if you're just visiting, you can post links. People remind me they're there. I'll open them and then try to remember to get to them. While we do the show and tell. The reason why is because I'm usually kind of stuck in Discord, so. And I just honestly forget because I'm old and going senile. Alright, so now I'm going to start this. This is why I'm doing this, because it's always easier to paint in the recesses. So this is technically a recess because there's actually going to be little holders coming from the bronze section. So maybe you're like, why are you painting all this when you're only going to cover it over with the orange and such? And I say it's because it might affect the color of the orange on top of it. Because I want it to look like it's on different surfaces. And I do think there's some subtle differences between... Oh, there's a star on this! Sorry. I pulled, what's his name? Doug the dog there. Squirrel. I just squirreled. Okay. I gotta let that dry. Recess is fun. It says Brexit's posters from the UK is insane. It was frequent customer. I was frequent, but no more. That is so tragic. Thank you, Brexit. Fuck Brexit. That's probably why Reaper moved to. Yes, that I'm sure. I know that's why they moved. Mainland, and my wallet's already very sad about it. Instead of waiting weeks, it's not just a few days, and cheaper. No customs fee. Recess. Well, recess is fun. Different kind of, yes, a different kind of recess. Yes, a different kind of recess. Come on, Night Whisperer. Although those can be fun too. I mean, look at the effect. It's cool. I like this paint. I love this color of this paint, but it's so damn thin. By the way, if you haven't seen it, this is the rest of the figure. We have a new person, so there's the rest of her. When I'm done with this, there'll be hopefully just the only things left to do on this will be this base and some freehanding on her cloth there, which I still don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna look for some sort of Greek symbol or something like that. So I've tried, just to give a little insight, I've tried to do a little Earth Sky Nama metallic on her breastplate. With this being the most reflective out of all the things, so this actually goes to white, where, oh, maybe I actually need to tone this back. I might have actually gone to white, come to think of it. I had some white. So I might need to tone this back just a hair, so it doesn't look like the rest. I want this to pop more. I keep changing it. Like, I keep thinking of things, I keep changing it. So, and then I will have said, I'll have this column, this busted column to do. And I'm going to do as marble. I mean, that kind of makes sense. There will be sun. This will be all sunlit here. But this likely, maybe I'll catch a little bit of light in here. I can, if I put it to the direction, I do see that I would probably catch some of this here. Biggest way, if you want to see how something is lit, look at the direction. So I'm looking basically this direction. Because this is where the actual sun is. I actually could turn it a little bit. Yeah, more like that. So this is where the sun is. Okay, so yeah, I will actually catch this edge. Hey, Serenus, what's up? And then this is the back. This is like the actual colors. Maybe I need to highlight a little more in here where the sun is and just highlight this. But like, you know, this is this her skin is this like purplish tone, so and I add a little magenta into this. I'm just letting it dry, that's all. You're working on a rug. How about 3D printing? Are you working on any of that? I gotta actually take down the rest of my Christmas stuff. Or take down my Christmas stuff. I've least been picking at it, but I wasn't here last weekend to really get working on it, so I need to try to work on it this weekend. We gotta get our trees down and then start working on all the other stuff. I gotta get all stuff cleared out of here. Move my 3D printer back to where it belongs. You're printing a Warhound Alina inverse. For anything in particular? Okay, this is getting dry. Okay, well, I'm going to use one of my favorite colors, which is Tempest Gray. Which I also might be starting to run out of. So I definitely want some bluish grays. This has definitely got like bluish gray vibes to it. I think I said my favorite combo is Tempest and Rainy Gray. I might want to, maybe I won't do this. Maybe I'll look at Misty Gray might be nice. There's Misty Gray and Foggy Gray too. But they both got a kind of a bluish hue. I think Misty Gray is in better bridge color. Maybe Foggy would be better towards the end. I got colors. I literally have one called Cloudy Day. Maybe I'll use this. That's a nice one. Cloudy Gray. Yeah, I should. Yeah, I feel like I should use this. The Warhound is to make my friend bitch. Alina's for a retro. You should bring Lena to AAC. Which reminds me, at some point I need to start actually working on that. The vendor end of that. Alright, so I'm going to start. I feel like actually, if I was like some of those weapons, they all look like they kind of had solid clouds in them. That one of the things was that made it was more the colors of it. They didn't do patterns. I think this is busy enough. Sorry, I don't want to add a pattern. That looks like it's a spot that got missed. Oh my god, why is my friggin' stomach making a friggin' ruckus? It's just making noise. It don't feel bad or anything like that. But jeez friggin' Louise. I don't know why it's so noisy. Oh, I wanted to address something that because I wanted to I kind of got off that subject. So, um, Smart Goblin brought up the idea of put something UV on this to get an effect. It's an interesting idea, but this is I would actually if I had a way to show that effect off, I would do it, but I can't do that on this. If I could put a light or whatever, but we can't do that on this because of our rules of our little competition. But that is a really cool idea, and if I might have to try it on something that I'm not doing for a painting competition, where the rules we can't really change much on these. It's about painting them. But that would be neat. I do have something I want to do that on. Like, I want to do it on, I'll put a UV light on that, God, it was my Muse and Friends challenge from 2 years ago. At least I think. Because it was the girl I did a lot of fluorescent colors on. It was the girl who's basically the science fiction girl who's falling off of. She's shooting and then falling off a thing of boxes. I actually really like the way that came out. What's more is there's definitely a star in there. It's like I kind of want to do something with that. I just don't know what. Oh my God, shut up, stomach. What the hell? I don't know if people can hear it on stream, but jeez. I'm not sure why my stomach is rumbling. I'm not even hungry. Dumb question. Does any company sell clear or iridescent paint? I actually don't know. Clear. I mean, okay. Wood. I don't know what I did with it. What are you talking about? Like a pearlescent paint? Because you could get any. You could get like a metallic medium. That'd probably be what you're looking for. Because that's exactly what it does. It's iridescent. I'm not sure what I did with mine. I think it's probably in my paint box somewhere. Or it's put away. I used to have it out here, but yeah, just try like I want to clear 6.9 space. I'm trying to remember if you'd have to see if you can find a metallic medium that's clear. Or dries clear. If I can find it, I can do a little experiment with the one I have. Let's see if I can find it. It's a good question. know where it, if it's in here, I know where it is. It's not in here. Because I don't think I only have paint down there. Alright, so that means I put it in one of my boxes. Because it's not out here. Alright, so let's see. Try this one. Nope, it's not this one. Alright, try the other one. It's got actually all the metallic paints in it. Alright, I have Viejo. There's nothing I can put this on. Do I have something I could put this on? That's a really good question. Because most everything I have sitting here is all stuff that... Alright, I could put this on. I could put it on her cloak. It comes out white, but I don't know if it stays white. Hang on, let's see if this works. Yeah, look at that. It's so... I think it dries clear. You could try a gloss, but I know this is like kind of iridescent. So, you know, make her have a little shiny cloak. This is just a really quick paint job for a class. Oh, it means I'm gonna have to figure out... Oh, ding! Hey, who subscribed? Oh, Chanur subscribed! Thank you so much for the subscription. You guys. Problem is, I don't think my camera's gonna pick up. I mean, you could definitely try this. Otherwise, I mean, if you're looking for like little sparkles, like outright sparkles, you could almost take like a metallic paint because there's flecks of material in there. And you could just put you could like water it down and split all those little flecks apart further. Because that's what it is. If you add water to metallic paint, it increases the difference between the flecks. So you can always make like a glitter if you take like a... And nothing else, it makes it shiny. But then the gloss varnish will too. Try, as I said, you can always try it. How are you, Chanur? Have you, so is your painting resolution to do more of it this year? Alright, I'm gonna put that back. Because it'll sit here. I know what you mean. Okay. I started working on the arm, Chanur. Gonna have a nap after work and I'm late to the show. That's okay. So yes, I've moved on to the weapon. I'm doing a lot of... I'm not dry brushing, I'm like wet brushing, but I'm using the side of my brush. I'm trying to hit the high areas and leave the... Try to leave some of the recesses. the blue. I could go with a more detailed brush if I wanted to, too. Now I want to leave the deepest recesses. This is the darkest of my cloud colors. Or, sorry, yeah, I like this, my solid cloud color. My palette 24 minis and 25. Keep up with this, I'll be happy. That's like 2 a month. That's not terrible, actually. So it's the new year, so we can talk about things like, what are your aspirations for this year? Do you have any painting aspirations? I mean, mine is always get better. Keep improving, keep pushing my art. Try to get more done. I have some goals, like this year. Obviously, I'm doing this competition painting for I will be doing stuff for Adepticon, hopefully on the stream. But when I'm done with Adepticon, actually, I don't know, Gen Con. If I go to Gen Con, they do have a painting competition, so I will likely. Actually, I will likely bring this to it. If I ever friggin' finish this thing. So the back side of this is going to end up being the color, these colors. It's the front side that I'm going to have to sunny up. Let's see, where are we? I think after I get past DEFCON, I want to focus this year on getting more gaming pieces, armies, warbands in. So, yeah, so, okay. So, that's right. I was talking about that and I didn't actually get to the end result. So, my plan is after this year, after I finish with all this stuff, is that I want to focus on a theme. And I think I want to do pirates this year. I am gonna get that friggin' Kickstarter for Dungeons and Lasers Port Haven. But so to try to make some room for that, I want to actually work on some of my Brinewood stuff and keep building on the ship and the thing I want to do to bring to conventions and such. Smart Goblin actually is working on the lighthouse right now. I'm really kind of envious because I really want to work on that lighthouse. That is a goal piece for me this year. I really, really want to absolutely do that. So, it's gray. Next color. Maybe fully paying centimeters from one of my many board games. I know. Now, I was thinking for 20... I will paint up some of these as... Maybe I will still paint up some of these as competition pieces, but I'd like to try to get through some of my backlog of miniatures that I actually want to put out. That said, I will probably still try to paint some competition work. Especially, I don't know. I don't know what the future is going to hold. I think, I mentioned about Nova, and I'm probably not going to go back to Nova unless things resolve themselves. But I'm probably not going to go this year regardless. Um, there's talk from my best friend of going to Gen Con, and they now have a major mini contest, and Wapple should be there. So I'm really excited by this prospect. Actually, this is kind of the same color. I poured out some Tempest Gray, but it might be too much the same color. We'll find out. It should be a hair lighter, theoretically. So I'm either gonna go to Gen Con or I may go to ReaperCon and see if I can teach. I need to figure out 4 classes. I think they're Smart Goblin or Smart Goblin. ReaperCon classes are what, an hour? You think I know, I just went. They were like an hour, aren't they? Or were they 2 hours? I don't friggin' remember. I think that's fair. Depending on the class. All I was told, if you teach four classes, they didn't specify. I wonder if I can look at last year's ReaperCon. It's on tabletop events, right? Come on. Alright, I can look. Let's see. It's gotta be. Oh. Wait, I want to see past events. Darn it, did they really get rid of all the friggin'... Oh, that makes me a sad panda. Hold on. Am I logged in? I can't see. Oh, I am logged in. Okay, good. They're still here. Oh, for Casey Freehand, that looks like it was 2 hours. Textures 2 hours. I think they're 2 hours, which actually is better. All right, so classes are 2 hours. I mean, that makes sense. That's really a nice, comfortable time period. Paint more busts. That's a good point. I'd like to maybe try a bust. I bet I bought a couple. I have a Cthulhu one here I'd love to finish. Or redo. So that's a big thing. I mean, and thing that says don't go too like basic painting, which is what I really like to do. But because most people there have already had at least some basic painting. So I got a question for you all. I bought and assembled a bus last year, but if I work on it, that would retract from my goal of finishing a good number of gaming pieces. I mean, you always do as a palate cleanser. So, all right. So, question: you guys have watched me, some of you quite a bit. What would you love to learn from me? What is something I do that I could teach that you'd like to learn specifically that I could turn into a class? Or is that too hard a question? So I really could use some ideas. I mean, it's like I know somebody. They're blending. There's like a bunch of things already. There are blending classes. There are color classes. That's why I'm a little stuck on what to teach. I did have a how to do it quickly. More busts. More busts. Hello, pun expected. I'm not. I can't. That's the one thing I cannot teach busts. I've never even really done one. Oh, I think I'm rubbing my paint off. I mean, I'm not surprised. I have to hold it. There's really no way to clip this down. How are you, pun? So, am I seeing you at Captain Con? Which is like less than a month now. Yay! Oh wait, are you teaching? You know, as Goobertown Hobbies is going to be at Captain Con this year. Because he's got a stamp set. I think he based it off of nail stamps. But he's got a stamp set you can stamp stuff on the minis. I'm not teaching, just doing the booth thing. That's cool. We'll all be hanging out together. I really enjoy this. You're running speed paint, right? Thank you for the shout outs. Also, did you do. Wow, it's being bad. Thank you so much for the shout outs. My one really awesome mod, Shanur, that can only be here on Saturdays. Okay, so you're just the paint take, which we're all kind of doing. Honestly, I wonder if I should even bring anything. Because last year I brought a bunch of adventure cats. I actually probably get in touch with both Moonlight Minis and Quantum Minis and see what I can do to help advertise them. I mean, I like us being on that right hand side. I think that works out well as in a row. Whip blending and non but problem is also need time to practice. I'm still working on my health. Burnout sucks. Oh, that sucks. And looking for a new, better job. So you want to learn wet blending? For me, wet blending and non-metal metallics. I do have a non-metal metallics class. I need to make it a little better though. I need to focus a little more. Like I've got the basics. Okay, here's the colors you use, some basic principles, but I need to work on more as gel tips. I got to work on how the light hits certain shapes. The usual $10 model raise money. I think that's so. I think that is so popular, and honestly, I might maybe I will just. I don't know. I want to have some free minis. I have a huge stockpile of Reaper ones too that I don't mind actually putting out there. And then maybe eventually 3D printing to make that pile bigger. But I do want to actually do some Kwana and some Moonlight minis because they both have agreed to let me do this and I want to advertise them. So. But I don't actually, and it's like the same thing. Do I? Don't I? You know, because I really don't want to rain on. I actually want you to raise a crap ton of money, and I think the setup we did last year was perfect because they saw your models first, and then they saw mine after, so they were more likely to buy yours first. Mine were giveaways. All right, I'm gonna get another color. Let's do a little rainy gray. So if you, are they all 3D printed yet and primed? How does this go? Alright, so it's gonna go like this. And it said a lot of this, it may not be the neatest thing, but I'm gonna cover over. With, basically I'm underpainting. Well, this is gonna get covered over by the sunset stuff. I definitely could do non-metal metallics. I said I could definitely do that as a class. I could steal, Gel Tips glazing class. So, Pun, are you working on anything today, or what are you working on? Um, what's your projects these days? Because I'm definitely nosy and love to find out what everybody's doing. I said my day is going. What time is it? Oh crap! How is it almost 2? I don't want it to be 2. I mean, I do love doing the show and tell and all. If you get anything for show and tell, please go ahead and post it. I could just go to your Insta though. So, like my resolutions this year, I want to actually do more. Um, I want to get more commission painting done. I'm working on a scarecrow right now. We just finished the tufting of the rug. Oh, for now, I'll make sure we go there. And now I'm going to work on my Miku diorama that Evelyn. Oh my god! Wait, so what is it? Miniatures or? Yeah, I don't want to put my brush into the metal medium here. I do have something to show off for show and tell too, actually, that I'm not doing on stream, but I have to get started. So hopefully I remember to show it off. Must I do it first so I remember to show it off. I remember there was a time, not so long ago, that I was absolutely concerned about putting enough time into these for competitions. Like, I hear, 30, 40, 50, 60 hours, 100 more. And I was like, I'm not doing that. How can I bump up my painting time? Well, this is at least episode 30. Granted, I don't paint necessarily, but I also have some that are longer. So if I go by just that's 2 hour streams, I mean, that is 60 hours. And I'm not done yet. I like this actually. I'm gonna just. So I guess I figured it out how to paint longer. But I still need to channel my inner smart goblin and learn how to paint shorter, faster. Alright, I'm going to see if I can get this step done. I hear the duckies, they're laughing. Actually, not laughing, they're just quacking. Ducks sound like they're laughing. don't know if people ever really listen, but they do. They laugh at you. So, I think one of the neat things about I live on a with a river going behind me. Now, it's not. I'm on the high side, so we don't really get flooded here. So I get to enjoy the benefits without a lot of the risk. The neat thing is, during the winter, ducks. I need to make the power of me, the power of ADHD work for me. Are you saying that to me? Let's see, stage with light, sound, and reconfigure. That's, oh god, that sounds so cool. I am definitely sort of all over the place today. But I see what you mean. That's how you do. That's how you do it. Just that makes sense. I almost hate saying this. Sadly, I don't think I have I don't have ADHD. But hey, I'm probably on the spectrum somewhere. I have issues with sensory overload. I have trouble with loud sounds. I used to have trouble with flashes. That I've gotten over. Loud sounds I'm still not over. So if you see me running away from fireworks or whatever, that is why. It's not that. It's kind of sad because I really actually like to watch them, but I cannot deal with the sound. It hurts. Right, so I'm almost done with this. I know, well, we'll see. It's been the holidays, so people are busy. There may not be a ton in my folders there to check out. And the thing is, I will have to go at 2:30 or close to because we are rating Baldy today. Because Baldy will be streaming, which is exciting. But I'll have to go. My paint has gone super thin. I mean, I'm working with a wet palette, so it's entirely possible. So, so just to announce, I have to announce it on my thing. The paint days this month. It was gonna be tomorrow, but I got called. Basically, we're doing a family thing, and I didn't find out about it till this week. So I had to switch it to the end of the month. So there'll be a paint day next week at the Toy Soldier, and then the following week at Creative Pool Games. If you live somewhere up near me, please come and visit. I really love the company at these things. Sometimes once you get the lighter stuff on, it's easier to figure out how to fit the darker stuff in. Sucks. I got too many things I want to do. I like it though. Alright, one more thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take add some of the black and brown. I still have not figured out what I'm gonna do with the star. I just don't want to paint it as a star. This color is a really good, like, old bronze color. More than I even realized. Alright, so to show and tell. What if anybody things up? Oh, Baldy. You're one of my favorites. That's the reason why I raid into you. Wow, there's actually like 14 of you here for show and tell. Awesome. If you are a visitor, please throw a link into the chat. And I hope I see it. Let's go back. Otherwise, if you are a Discord denizen, please drop a picture in the appropriate channels. If you have any holiday minis you painted in December, drop them in December. This. I'm just setting it up so that I'm about to switch. Let's do this. Okay. Go away. I know streamer mode is on. Okay, simply make toys. Yeah, start the new year right. Let's see, when was the last time I streamed on a Saturday? It was last week, right? Yeah, I streamed after Christmas. Oh yeah, make sure that I can see everybody here. Damn it. I really friggin' problem is I have a hard time too many black things here. There we go. I'll make sure I clear. Oh, I'm gonna have to move both of them. why? There we go. I was like, why can't I see? Okay. Let me just so I can see chat. Thanks for that. Wait, Mr. Fix-It is here! Hey, what's up, Mr. Fix-It? Just in time for show and tell. Wait, what did he write? Oh my god. I didn't see. Designed to real-life success, a multi-purpose model. Serves as a pen, pencil, scale, rubber, and sharpener. Rubber is an eraser, I believe. And sharpener holder. Kids can learn what is neutral gear and first gear in vehicles using this model. 3. A great gift for your friends, family, and loved ones. Runs on hand-operated balloon air pump. So he's got one of those pumps that actually balloon twisting artists actually use. Run video for you all. I love this. Alright, first of all, let's blow that up. It's a steam tractor. Runs on a balloon pump. Works as a kid's toy, of course. First gear. Oh my god, he's got gears. Neutral. Put a pen in there. That is so awesome. And I do believe... I'm trying to remember, there's a sharpener. I think the sharpener's at the back. Simply Make Toys is an absolute gift to this server. Oh yeah, there's where the eraser and the pencil holder, the sharpener go in the back. I want one of these. That is amazing. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, perfect time. It is perfect. You know what? Anytime you drop in is perfect timing. As long as I'm streaming. Otherwise, there's no point in dropping in. Just the guns, head, and armor remain. And I like that. Was that you that said, yeah, Chicken Walker. Hey, Cyanus, you're kicking her. At least Cyanus was here. It could be a Chicken Walker. That's really cool. It's good. It's a Warhammer thing, obviously. I can see all the symbols. So what is this? Is it a Chicken Walker? Can you turn it into a Chicken Walker? I really like this. It's the Warhound Titan. Okay, yeah, this is the Warhound Titan. So it's a dog. Can you turn it into a War Chicken Titan? Because those do look like chicken feet. Maybe it could be Baba Yaga's... We could turn it into put Baba Yaga in the Warhammer universe. Alright, art gallery. Defender of the Crown. Alright. Oh, what is that from? It's cool. I like the Warhound pattern, one of the cooler Titan forms in my opinion. It is cool. I can't wait to see it done. So what is this? I feel like, what is this from? I know this has got to be from something. Cyanus. Oh, an NES game? Oh, is that what that is? One of the greatest games back in the 80s. See, I didn't play Nintendo. I had an Atari 2600. That's really neat, though. Alright. I liked all the stuff that Jotnar put on here, too. A while back. Alright, so work in progress. Yeah, I think the 25th, 27th was the... Okay, so... Okay, so... We'll start here at night where I printed work card from an icon on the basis of some quick non-mental. It wasn't last I streamed. Yeah, because you're working on... Oh, this is Sylvanas, that bitch. I don't like Sylvanas. But the paint job is great. Also worked in shade colors on the cool side leg, as well as some highlighting her skin, stone hand, and her cape on dark of star last night as well. This is pretty. I think you actually have it finished too. Oh, that is a hand underneath. That's creepy. She's standing on a huge hand. Look at that, right there. Uh-oh. So Mr. Fix-It was not too happy to take scratch building efforts. Well, hopefully it improved. It doesn't look bad, though. Oh, okay. So we've been looking at this for a while, and, wow, I totally missed. That's on the bash and the back wings of folds. I totally missed this, because I've been busy. Okay, so yes, you gave... Okay, so I see Night Whisper's advice underneath, and I think it's going to be very sound advice. So, understand, yes, when you wash something, and I'm probably preaching to the choir with the people here, but when you wash something, it's going to tint your entire piece. So it will make it brown. So you want to go back over, like, the higher points using your base color. This is coming out nice, though. Like, you've done a good job with it. I love this orange, too, with the, I do really love the orange with that purple. Looks cool. So it said, after playing wash, I was going to go back and glaze the original base color on anywhere you want to restore the original color intensity to wash tint to dull and dark. Yes, because they tint the whole thing. Applying a liner type paint directly in folds or hard transitions may also add more sharpness to the wings than a wash. Not sure if you want to try a glaze wash with oil paint, but stop you in your oil crap. You should buy a thin oil glaze. Just, yeah, maybe, I hate to say it, but when it's an acrylic piece, stick with the acrylic advice. Oh, this is Gareth. Gareth is showing his Big Johnson. Yep, this is Gareth Johnson. It's Lionel Johnson, but we've been joking for weeks on his stream about every inappropriate Johnson joke out there. Listen, because I preach in the choir, can I get the mic a little higher? Yeah. Yeah, it was very first part's gonna be pinned, so it's gonna have to stay in display case. Oh, sad. So yeah, so this is painting Lionel Johnson, which is one of the, it was the mini of the year it came out. Dark Angels, the best. I could do this for Adepticon, but I think everyone else has. Okay, so now my first mini for 2026, and for all the prompts of January, Saint Nicholas the Mighty. This actually does work. I believe it actually works for my prompt. Even if you get snow in winter. I actually should probably throw the what the prompts are for the month. It's in Discord, but if you want to join along and you're not on our Discord, you want to just take a little inspiration. That's really, really nice, Baldy. Really, really nice. I like this. The way it's coming out. Oh! Smart Goblin lit up his lighthouse. This actually be really cool. Oh, Smart Goblin, are you still there? Actually, I'm going to full screen this. It's a very short little video. So, I assume you had to add the light kit. That does not come that way. That is a cool idea. That might be something I have to look into. It'd be great to bring it like that for cons and such. He is wicked smart. He is wicked smart, especially when it comes to kit bashing. I'm gonna have to get a light for that. That's just too cool an opportunity not to pass up. Quick update. Now, Baldy, I don't know if Baldy's still is here, busy getting ready for stream, but yeah, look, I love this. Actually, I love this dark skin tone. Little highlighting, a little more highlighting on that would be really cool. Of course, this is way, obviously he's still working on it, but I love it. I love it, love it, love it. That looks so cool. And then your very first show, which you just posted. So did you just put them on today? Oh, you're working on Rimmer. I need to tell my husband, who is I can hear him bringing boxes upstairs, so that we are going to have to fill with Christmas stuff. Hey, honey! I gotta show you something. You'll be on stream, but I gotta show you this. You're working on it right now. Are you working on it for your stream, Baldy? What are you working on your stream? Is it gonna be that mini, or have you got something else you're gonna work on? Yeah, you all get to see the hubby. He'll make a little appearance because I want to show him this. He's a huge Red Dwarf fan. I have to show you this. There are minis for this.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. There would be.
It's Rima.
There was a game, so that makes sense.
Oh, hello, sweetie.
Hello. Hey, everybody. Hi. I'm out of breath because I've just been bringing...
I know. I mentioned, too, like, he's bringing boxes up. He says, Shanur says he doesn't bite. He's just not... Oh, I have to work on the Baldy buzz. Oh, the Baldy buzz! Yep, the Baldy genie. Because it looks like you. Nah, they're all saying hi. He has said he's busy right now, so... I'll make sure I pass along. Alright, so let's go to finish. Let's go to finish it. Yeah. That's January 1st. That's 28th, okay. So 28th, 27th, I believe, was the last stream. That is after. That was before. I remember the mimic. Oh, Wizard and his pop. Oh, okay, that's right. We switched to finished. Alright, so. Here's the wizard. Very nice. Like it? Oh, yeah. The time of the day. I always friggin' yawn. And, of course, the book of actual writing in it and such. Let the poor man work. No. Hey, wait. He liked to come in and see that. I will see you on the other side. Yep, I've got about 7 more minutes. We should be able to get through this, and then we'll be raiding into the Balgeum. There's the puppets. I really like this set of minis. I actually have the bigger Stitch Golem. They're on my wish list to get at some point. They're really cool. I like those guys. Really nicely done, too. Look at that stitching. It came out good. You really see the stitches. I like it. No, I are just a average. Where did you find 3 kobolds in a trench coat, mate? Where'd you get this mini, Smart Goblin? That's awesome. I have 5 dragons. I had 5 dragon babies in a trench coat I painted once. But this is the traditional 3 kobolds trench coat. It was a gift. Oh, bummer. I probably can find it. I probably can look it up. Very cool. It's a cool sculpt. Nicely painted. I like it. Crimson. Look at that. He's been busy. I think... I think I helped him paint part of that. I could be wrong. There's something in the back right hand knight. I think it's a knight. I actually did some work on that. At least I feel like I did. I had to do a little freehand work for him. That came out really good though. I love the flamey one. Yeah, they're all different, but the bases really unify things. They are the PF2 style. Pathfinder 2 style is 3D print. Oh, I see. Oh wow! So you even found ones that actually are that look like the PF2 versions of kobolds. There are a lot of kobolds out there. That came out really cool. Alright, I guess we finished this one ever again. I was about to put the finishing touches on the darker star when my hands like gripped the painting handle. For some reason, much or so my fingers spontaneously freeing brushes on my hand like objects. You probably need to figure out what is going on there, because that feels like something you need to see a doctor on. And I mean, wouldn't surprise me if you have. And then she fell into my small painting table, rolled off in a nearby box. Well, first fell on the floor, down piece of key. Did you ever find them all? That is fucking tragic, because that came out so good. She's friggin' beautiful. Oh, okay, so you did find all the pieces. We found out the last piece. Oh, okay, searching hands and knees for an hour. Let me say, while the gluing process up, the breakpoints are way too small doing pinning. I mean, yeah, oh, okay, that was display only basis. Hopefully I'll have a true finished version soon. That is, that sucks that you did it, and it's a pain in the ass that you basically had to spend that much time looking, but I know I've felt that pain before. The King in Yellow and His Minion by Smart Goblin. This caught my eye. I actually really like this piece. I was like thinking, ooh, I might need to get one. The minion. It's a tentacle thing. It just wants to hug you. I like how the pink on the base matches the minion too. And even this pink, so it all ties in together. That's a nice harmonious unit. Okay, finished my scratch building. So I remember seeing like this big huge weapon. I can't wait to see how it fits into the actual model, and then you get this gun. Put some paint out nicely. Wow, that looks really nicely weathered and abused. And it's purple! I love it! The tentacles are from Mantic. I think I know what you're talking about, actually. Where's the King in Yellow come from? Because I really like the King in Yellow model. That wasn't Reaper, was it? Cool, I made arm from EVA foam, but never tried making props. Okay, got darkest hair glued back together and put the final bits of painting done. Cleaning up the eyelids a bit, painting in her toenails. What I was working on when I dropped the model and getting paint on the strands of hair on top of her head. So Night Whisper, when are you going to work on your model for TotalCon? Now I can start busting you guys. In fact, I think I should go find our chat and see how people were doing. Yeah, she came out great. Love all this little highlighting on the cloak. A lot of little details in there. Neat texture. So, the Wing Gundam SD. Oh, that's cool. I like it. It's really cute. almost, that looks very comic style. I really like it. Where everything's kind of lined. It almost looks like a comic style piece. Worked on her Monday night. I'm painting her while watching. Now, cool. I've been working. That's cool. So so the King Yellow is Reaper. I'm gonna have to look for that. I really like. You know what? You definitely sell a lot more models if you have something painted out there. Here's the gun. These are all the scratch built weapons. Here's the back. It's the Crimson Herald. Oh, okay. So you did do cell shading. Ha! I was right. It's comic style. It's a very effective comic style, too. I really like this. Let's break the meta. Well, let's see who's on. Kill my notifications here. Alright. Actually, I'm just going to shut that off. I'm going to turn this off. Oh my god. So, it was a productive day. I mean, I wish I got a little more done. But I started working on the arm. I am going to do some more layers on her. And then I got to do a lot more on the bronze part. But I think this is a good sign. And then, of course, I got to put the sunset colors on there. It'll look a little weird if I do this. I'm going to try to put that in there to photograph it, though. That does not want to stay, but it will eventually. I am, like, so happy with how she's coming out. I've spent so much fucking time on her, though. Alright, so I guess we'll go raid the Ball GM. He could definitely use some company. Please, and if you do not follow him, give him a follow. I appreciate all you for being here. So now we'll go over there and give some love. Make sure I have it done right. So awesome, he's back after his holiday hiatus. No, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Shanir, for the sub. And if any of you, or any of my constant subscribers, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let's all go over Baldy. Make sure you hang out with him for a bit, or try to. And if otherwise, I have to raid and run, though, because I got a friggin'... Well, I'm going to wait and let the countdown timer go. Alright, so, first of all, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. What a great way to help start off the year. The tavern is always better with people to share the space. I will be back on Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Wow, my brain just went. Wednesday, I believe I have a vampire session. I will not be able to make it, I don't think. So that's unfortunate, but I have to go play. And then I should be here next Saturday once again, at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. I also will be playing a Murder Hobo Wink this week, as far as I know we're going. And that is at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on the Murder Hobo Wink channel on YouTube. So all the episodes of the Corsairs of the Azure Atoll are up, so in friendly more bite-sized 2-hour pieces. So until next time, our paths cross at the Painted Hero Tavern. I hope life is grand for you all, and happy painting.